and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So we're here because I really want to try these little charms. So these are from, let me just get this on, BeeBeeCraft, and it came in a pack of 5. If I remember, well, I will leave a link to them in the description box below. I'm super excited to try them. I have got some acetate that I'm going to use. It's on a roll, but I don't actually know where I put it. But I do have acetate anyway in my stash, so we'll be coming on once these have been all completed, like all hardened. Oh my goodness, cured. Once they are cured, we'll be coming on and then filling them up, and yeah, hopefully making some really pretty charms. So what I want to do is, I've got my resin here. It's just epoxy resin. I'm just going to make up some. Now I want to do those 5, and then I have this which I just got from Amazon, which is a little sausage dog. And these, I got these, I don't know where they came from, but apparently they're like little tubs with the lids. So any extra resin that I've got, I'm going to pop in there because it'll be interesting to see. Now I'll do ounces. I don't know why I do ounces now, but yeah, I think it's just easier. Right, I'm going to actually make all together, I'm going to do 3 ounces. Sorry, let's have a look. Just need a teeny tiny bit more, like as in, yeah, perfect. Right, okay, so we've got that. Now I do need to get my bubble machine, so to get rid of any bubbles. So again, that was just off Amazon. I just got the cheapest one, but I will try and remember to link it down in the description box below for you guys. So now I'm just going to fill this up to 3. Okay, a little touch more. Okay, there we go. Right, so now that I've got that done, let's just put my lid on. I'm going to grab a stirrer and we're going to stir this. So I'm going to do this off camera. I'm just going to mix this together, and then actually no, I'll just do it on here because I've got some little cups here that I want to split this up with, so we can do different colours. So I think I want to do a glitter and a mica powder. I'm trying to think what other colours. I'm really stirring in the bubbles here, like, but there you go. Yeah, I think glitter definitely, and a mica. I'm not sure I'll be doing all 5, sorry. That's all I've got out. I'm basically going to be doing however much this resin is going to allow me to do. I am going to do a little one so that I can do this gorgeous little Dachshund dog. Finally remember the name, or sausage dog, as I used to call them when I was a kid. Do you still call them sausage dogs? Anyway, so I want that to be brown. I am thinking I might put some gold flakes in it as well, like little patches. Okay, so I am using my heat mat today because it's just going to like make this go a little bit quicker. So I've got my gold flake here, and I've got a brush, and all I want to do is I just want to put just in a few areas. I'm trying not to breathe because anybody who's worked with gold flake will know if you breathe it goes everywhere. Okay, and there's a nice big bit. There we go. Yeah, now I want a little bit in the bone, just a touch, but I'm missing it There we go. Right, so there, perfect. Do you know what? Let's do, oh, let's throw that one, and then let's do one of these as well, and pop in some gold flake. So this is a Tonic Studio one. Oh, I like that. Right, okay. Right, I don't know why I got distracted then, but let's continue mixing. Okay, I'm going to pick that one up off the floor just in case we do need it. And I'm going to grab our colours. So I want a brown, thinking maybe a brown mica for that one. Yeah, but I'm going to put all the colours in and then I'm going to run it through the vacuum chamber. So, because I've really stirred all those bubbles in. Let's have a look. So we want a glitter. What glitter? I think I want a chunky one. Ooh, what about red? Red's nice, so we'll have that. Let me just get a mica out. So I've got a brown mica out for the doggy. Oh, we've got a red holographic there. I might use that in one. What about a purple as well? Right, okay. So I think they would work nice. So I'm just going to, all right, don't stop yourself. I'm getting distracted again. What I need to do is get this in the vacuum chamber. Once this is in the vacuum chamber, then I can dust on any colours that I'm wanting to do. So let's make sure that's all nice and done. So I just want one to be clear for these two little things, and then oh, actually no, right, I'm going to do the red glitter first. Okay, how much did I put in? An ounce. I don't think we need that much. Right, there we go. I do have my glue, so I have found a glue that works. Okay, and that one, and then that one, and then I think with what is left we can, once we've poured everything, we can all mix it all into one. So I'm going to start off with putting this red glitter into one. I think that might be a bit too much, but I really want it to have quite a bit. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think that'll look lovely. Okay, there's that one. I am going to pop in 1 drop of glue. There we go. So I am using Pritt Stick clear glue, and it works beautifully. So that's nice and thick, so that's ready to go into the vacuum chamber. Then I'm going to mix up this brown and then this purple, if I can open it, and then leave that clear. Yeah, now what do I need? Blue roll. I'm sort of looking around and there we go. Right, okay. I think that should be enough. Oh, yep, that looks lovely. So I'm going to do the gold flake one with the purple mica because I think that'll look lovely. Okay, so there's that one. I'm not going to leave it on the heat mat because if I leave it on the heat mat then it is going to cure quite quickly. Right, and then let's do the purple. There we go. And that should be more than enough as well. Got a bit of blue roll there. Right, okay. Let me pop these through the vacuum chamber and then I'm going to dust this on to probably one of them, just so that I can see what it'll be like. Yeah, right, okay, so I'm just going to dust probably the heart, the little paw pad things, and then this bit just with this, and then keep the rest clear so we can see our glitter. So let's get this all in the vacuum chamber and then I'll come back. Right, okay, I ended up doing most of this on speed up. I am sorry, I had planned to come back on, however my husband rang and then I just got carried away. I'm just going to scrape off this little bit off the top of here so I don't have much trimming to do. I can go in that bit of a pendant mould there. So I am just going to make sure there's no hole, bubbles. Can't guarantee it because we've got glue in there, so, but it was spilling over. Right, anyway, yeah, so what I've done is we've got 5 of them done. I've got 2 clear and purples. I've got the purple with the gold. We've got the brown, so I did brown one as well as the doggy one, which is super cute. That was a nightmare to fill, so I've only done 1. I can't see me using it very much. And then I had a load of clear left, so I've ended up doing a heart pendant, a pair of earrings, a keyring and 2 necklaces. So that's what I've sort of ended up doing. Yeah, just sort of getting all these bits out. So I will be back when these are ready. Oh, and I got a couple of flowers as well. So I'll come back when these are all cured. It'll only take a few hours because I am using the heat mat for it, just to speed things along because I'm impatient. So I will see you when it's time to demold. Hi, we are back ready to unmold. I'm so excited for this. Let's do all the extras first. So I'm going to just move these out of the way because they're the ones that we have planned. So I'm going to start off with this little Lego man. He does need a trim. Yeah, there's lots of micro bubbles in that one. I had a feeling there would be, so I probably won't do too much with him. Just file the back because it's quite sharp edges, and maybe turn him into a little keyring. I like that. I think the only thing I would do is maybe make a sticker or something to put on the front, but other than that I think it's fine, because if I go over it with any acrylic pens it will really show all those micro bubbles. But I like that. I think that's quite cool. This will be coming up soon in a video because I have my friend's son loves Star Wars and Lego, so how could I not? How could I not? Anyway, that's that one. Then we've got these. Now they've got a bit of purple in. I don't know if it's from this video or another video I was doing, but as it had some of the glitter and stuff, and I thought I'll mould it in this one. So we've got another flower to go in the collection for when I'm doing cards, and then they're really, really pretty. This one is definitely from the other one, but yeah, really nice. They'll just go into my collection, like I said, for cards. Now these, see what these like. Oh, no bubbles at all. So that one's going to be a necklace, and then these little cat ones will be matching earrings. How gorgeous are they? They are so, so pretty. And the glue works beautifully as well. So I've got a little bit just there. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that'll make a lovely little set. I might do them stud earrings as well. And then the same with the brown. So we've got the brown paws. I might highlight the pads of the paws. But yeah, really nice. So we'll turn them into some jewellery. Okay, then off camera I managed to squeeze out some more of the brown and did these 2 hearts, which we can turn into some earrings as well. And then we've got this gorgeous, gorgeous heart. I love that. That is so pretty. And then these, because I just put a load of, the only thing is the back's going to need sanding, and then we're going to need to put something on it. So a UV resin coat, but that is fine, just because where it's floated to the top it's not. Love the fact there's little bits of red glitter in there. And then this one, I didn't know what to expect from this. It was literally all the leftovers. That actually is really nice. I think a sticker or something on that and we'll turn it into a keychain. So that is all of the extras. Now this is the one I really wanted to make, so this is one of them, and we did put that. Oh, look at that, how gorgeous is that? That is absolutely stunning. I love it. Oh, he is gorgeous. So he's going to get turned into a keychain as well, or a keyring. I don't know why I say, yeah, must be just because of the videos that I watch. And then he's got his little bone as well, so that'll be, so we'll turn that into a nice keyring. I love that mould. I can see me doing all different colours. Now these are the paws, which we are going to turn into shakers. So now I did get a couple of micro bubbles along the edge, but that's fine. Nice little opening. I've got my acetate here, and then I probably drill in there and put a screw tip. But yeah, these are all going to be keyrings as well. Now this one we painted, didn't we? Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. So it looks quite matte. Let me just zoom you in. Where it looks quite matte where I painted that holographic or that mica powder on. I like that, really like that. This was with the leftovers. Oh, no bubbles. Oh, that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I'm loving that. I love the two tones as well. And then we've got this one. Okay. Again, no bubbles at all. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I still can't get over that I can do without bubbles. Yeah. And then the brown one. I mean, we could, in theory, have all of these three together. I think they would look nice. We've got a couple of micro bubbles in the end there. But other than that, really, really nice. It almost looks like wood effect on the side. So beautiful. So the plan is, I've got quite a few bits of sequins and glitter. Not sure which ones. I've got this bee one, which I thought would look lovely in the brown one. We've got some gold sequins. I think they might actually be too big. Yeah, they're too big, so we're going to use those. I've got my acetate. Let me just bring it out just a touch. Okay, got my acetate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 5 pieces of acetate to go over the top of these. I'm just going to roughly, because we can trim it down. Okay. Right. So I don't want it to cover the whole thing. So I've got that big. And then if I just one, they will need cutting down a little bit more. Too small. So I do need 2 more. Right, okay. And then again, just measure them up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right, so that's roughly done. So you're going to see in a minute that they are definitely not, yeah. So we are going to take them down. So this is where I'm going to sort of try my best to do it. And to glue this down, I am going to use UV resin for gluing it down. Just go around those corners, and then I'm going to sit that on there. So we need it down just a little bit, because once I've got one I can use it as a template, you see. Okay, there we go. That is perfect, apart from this corner here. Okay, yeah, perfect. So that's my shape. So let me just cut these out, and I need to try and keep them as perfect to this as possible. So we will keep trying each one, and I just need to take a little slither off that edge. There we go. Okay, perfect. Right, then the next one. So it really is as easy as this to do what you need. Right, move you right over, and then excuse me, my mouth's very dry, but it is such a beautiful day. Right, okay, we've done that. So check the new one. Oh no, that's the old one. I want the one at the bottom, honestly. Yeah, absolutely perfect. So let's create the last two. and then I need to get some UV resin. I do have my UV light, but I think I may have to get the big one out for these to sit under, because we'll be doing a full coat over the top of them. Okay, and then the last piece, like so. Right, now if you don't have acetate, you could look at packaging, so see what packaging you've got, because that would work. I'm sure I've seen people use, like, you know, like a sturdy, I'm going to have a sip of coffee because my mouth's super dry. It's something that, like, cakes and stuff come in. I've seen people use that. So what I'm going to do, I've got this gorgeous gold, this actually came free in a magazine, but it's just some gold sequins, and I'm just going to pop a few in there. We don't want too many. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the bees, because I definitely want some of these bees in. I'm sure I have a little baby spoon. I do have my spoon that I made. Where is it? It's solid silver. It needs polishing. But yeah, I made that spoon when I was doing my silversmithing. So I found it when I was sorting out the... We're too big for that. I found it when I was sorting out the studio. So yeah. And then we're going to put some bees in. A few more. There we go. Right. Okay. Sorry about lady. She is just being a madam. Barking at everything. Right, now that that's done, did I bring my little torch over? I got it out, but I didn't bring it over. And then what I'm going to do is grab my UV resin. I'm also going to grab some gloves. Now I'm just going to wear some cheaper ones from my dad. So sorry about the rustling, guys, but they're right behind me. I normally use these just for clean up. Right. Okay. And then we're just going to go around this edge like this, because this is going to be our glue. Okay. We have that. And then, right, I have to take that off because these gloves are definitely not the best for this. Right, make sure, where's my pokey tool or a tool? That'll do. And then I'm just going to make sure that everywhere is like attached, and then we're just going to use my torch, and we are going to just secure that in place, and then we will do a top coat as well once it's cured, but I'm going to get the bigger lamp out for that. This for now is just to keep it all in place while we're putting everything in, and that looks to be a solid, but I'll still go around. I mean, I can just use the sunshine because the sun is out and it is a beautiful day, so I might just use the sunshine because it does actually cure it so much better out in the sun. Right, okay, so what I'll do is I'll put it on one of my trays, we'll flood coat it, and then I will top coat it, and then we'll take it out. I'll take them outside and they'll just sit outside. Okay. Really, lady. There we go. And that isn't going anywhere. And that's our little a little shaker. How cool is that? I love that. Right, okay, let's do the rest. Now in this one, oh, it's got a bee. But in here I have some little letter ones, which I think are super cute. Oh, there's some clouds in there as well. I don't want that bee in there, so let's take the bee out. But I do want these little clouds in as well. I have no idea where these came from. I want to say these little letters came from Happy Mail. They were sent to me when I very first started YouTube over on my main channel. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But I'm liking the clouds and the letters together. So when I was sorting out the studio, I did find them and I just put loads of stuff in here. Okay, more clouds. Oh, we've got a gemmy in there. We don't want a gem. Yeah. Now, do I want any sequins in there? I'm thinking no. Oh, I like that. Do I need any more in though? Because I know you can end up overfilling these, and that's not what I want to do. But I feel like we need more of the blue and the pink in. Right. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's 3 of them there. Maybe a couple more. 1. Oh, and a few more envelopes. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's enough for that one. So, being careful. I'm just going to go around this edge again. Like that. I'm going to grab one of these. I'm actually going to use my tweezers for it. And then we can just move that into place. Make sure everywhere is sort of down. And then let's set that into place. Okay. Like so. Sort of curling up. But there we go. Okay. Now we have got some air bubbles under there because I was messing about. So don't mess about like I've just done. So let's get this set. Now I think for these I'm going to use this mix of sequins because I think they're pretty. And for the dog one I'm going to just use the gold sequins, I think, for the dog one. I'm not going to put the bumblebees in. We'll leave them. Yeah, and I think that'll be lovely. So I'll get these done. What I might do is actually put you on speed up, guys, while I finish these off, flood coat them and then take them outside, and then I'll get all the stuff that I need to finish this off and then we'll come back. So we'll do that. So enjoy this bit. Okay, they're outside. I've gone and got all of the bits that I think I'm going to need. Might end up having to grab a few more bits, but we do have the majority of the stuff here. Now, what we're going to do... Oh, there is some I need. I need the earring posts. Right. I knew there was something else. There always is. Perfect. I was hoping I had them in gold, and I do. Okay. Oh, do you know what? Might even put them on those necklaces. Right. Okay, so we're going to start off with doing the cat, the little cats, because I'm not going to do anything to them other than turn them into earrings and a necklace. I'm going to use my E6000 glue because I find that is the best for doing this. So let me get some posts out. Oh, look at that too. Perfect. Perfect. And then, oh, please work. Do you know, every time I use this and close it, it ends up with a plug. But it is a really good glue, so I'm not gonna, it's just annoying. I actually made sure as well to wipe this before I shut it this time, because I thought, oh, is it because I'm not wiping it? And obviously not. Right, okay, let's, yeah, that works. So just going to pop a little bit of glue on, and then we're going to stick that post down and do the same with this one. Okay, and when that's dry, I might pop a little bit of UV resin behind, just so that they don't fall off. However, this glue's really good, so I don't think we'll need to. And then on this, I'm just going to put a flat back bail. So, oh, that actually might not go through that, so it might have to just be a corded necklace. So again, a bit of glue, and then I'm just going to stick that on there like so. Right, okay, I'm going to grab, oh, I'm going to drop it, but I am going to grab one of my trays back, and everything that we do I am going to pop on here to dry. So let's put this in the right place again. You really do, when gluing them, you really do want to not touch them if you can help it, because they move so easily. Okay, but I haven't had any come apart yet. Oh, that's just not right. I'm going to put a bit more glue on there because I'm sort of, I've messed it up. Try that again. Right, we want it in the center, and then as soon as I've got it in the center, oh, I can't do it. Do you know what? I need to take my gloves off, but I don't want to take my gloves off because this stuff's really, let's use that instead. Right, there we go. Now, there, put it down. Put it down. Oh, why did you do it like that? Right, there we go. I don't know if that's going to stay or what. It needs sort of propping up a little. Oh, it's so annoying. Although, actually, do you know what? Let's put it on the back of a mould, because then it's definitely not going to move, is it? Right, don't stop being a perfectionist. Oh, there you go. Right. Okay, so that's that. Let's not move it. Let's not touch it. Do anything with it. I'm just moving that out of the way so I don't touch it anymore. Now, this one, which is so cute. I think I might do it on this side. I've got this gorgeous little doggy DTF sticker. This is going to go outside because it is going to get top. I keep wanting to say flood coated. It's going to get top coated. So anything that's going to get top coated, I am going to pop in here. Now, I'm going to have to take my gloves off for this. The only thing is when you put your gloves, do you know what, let's do that last, because this one, I do need a file. We need to sand it, and then I want to put a flat back bail on. So let me get the box with my files in. Just down there. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to put a spare one on my table because you see, and it's me who moves them. It's because I keep using them on my actual nails. Right, I mean they are nail files. I'm just doing this off camera to the side of me into my bin. Only because I don't want dust all over my desk. And all I'm doing is I'm just filing down the back. Now, I am going to put a flat back bail on. But what I'm going to do is, once it's done, get away, so as you can see, once the glue has set, I will put a coat of UV resin over the top, just so that it looks a lot nicer than that. Right, we need blue roll, honestly, just so that we can dry it before I put the glue on. Okay, so I'm going to grab a flat. I've got a gold today because I thought gold went quite nicely with everything that I've used. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then that's going to go where his head is, and I'm not going to move. I'm going to pop it on the silicone. There we go. Right, that one's done. Move that a second. What else do we have? They can go back in there because we might not be using them. Now we do have these. Again, these are going to need filing. So let's just pop that there. So the backs of them need filing. But what I'll do is I'm going to file them down, put the bail on, and then we will we'll put a coat of UV resin over the back so that it hides any of these marks. But it's just, I want that to be flat. Okay, and that feels amazing. Right, okay, these ones we're going to use pinch bails, so these can go straight away and get the coat on. So as soon as these have been filed down, we can pop the UV resin coat on them. Wondering whether to add like a gold charm to them as well. Now one set is going to be earrings and a pendant, I think, and then the other one I'll put on a charm. But it's just making it nice and even. I mean, that feels really nice. This one I might put the charm on, and we'll do it on this side, you see, because I can put the top coat on of UV resin and then just pop the charm inside of that. So I'm just doing it over on this, hopefully so dust doesn't get everywhere. Okay. It's just to make it, there we go. Right, that's much better. These ones again. Oh. Try not to catch my gloves, because if I catch my gloves, then it's, yeah, I'm going to end up with all holy. Right, yeah. But these are going to be earrings, and one of these will be a pendant. Okay, that one only needs the tiniest amount, which is really good. And actually, the flood coat. Why do I keep saying that? Right. Okay, so that is those done. Now, let me just wash my gloves of dust, get it free, and then I'm going to wash all of these of dust. And I'm going to pop them in here because this is where I'm going to add the UV resin, so that we can just take it straight outside. I like using the sun where I can with UV resin. So when it's a really glorious day, it just I don't know, it just seems to cure better. I just think it looks lovely. Right, let's get rid of that. Right. Okay, now, why am I sort of dumping everything when I could put everything in the bin? There we go. Okay, These we are going to stick, so I'm going to move them out of the way. So we do actually want 3 flat back bales for these. I'm not going to do anything to them yet. I will do it once these are on, but I was thinking of painting the pads gold just to help them stand out. Right, don't move anything. There we go. So we shall see. Okay, and then this one. Oh, get that straight. Again, oh, do you know what? I can't do it. I need to bring this back. Oh, I didn't want to do them dangle. I wanted to do them studs. Oh well, they're dangle. So we've got a pair of studs and a pair of dangles. I do have a pair of hearts, so I'll turn them into studs. Okay, and then just like that. And then just going to get it everywhere because that's what we do. There we go. Right, so that's them. I do need to wipe my hands again. I've got glue everywhere. Okay, now I do have these two, which let's turn these into studs. So I want to, there we go. I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of glue on and then glue that in place in the middle, and do the same with this one. Right, okay, there we are. Right, oh, I'm glad we checked because that has fell off. Oh, so let's stick that back on. So do keep an eye on your pieces as you're doing them because they can move. So this one has moved. So as it's drying, it can slowly slide. There we go. Just like this one has decided to come off. Right, okay, let's just keep, oh, and that one. I need something sort of to prop underneath, don't I? Right. Looking good, looking good. Let's have a look. They should be fine. It's just these pendant ones that I'm a bit, yeah. Anyway, hopefully keep your fingers crossed. I mean, we can fix it. I can just put some UV resin over the top. Let's move it over to this side because that side is full. Now, the doggy. Absolutely gorgeous. Only thing I need to do with the doggy is I need a pokey tool. There we go. Just to, there's like a really light, there we go, piece at the back that just needs taken out. There we go. So there's that, and then we do have the bone. Make sure we can get through there. Okay. Right, now what I'm going to do is have a look through my charms, see what we've got. I need to get some more gold charms because I don't actually have a huge amount of them. I was hoping I had like a paw. I do have some in my shop, but I don't know the number of them without looking. And oh, there we go. There they are. I was going to say I'm sure that I had a paw charm. I kept a couple for myself because you're going to. Oh look! I found a little dash hound. I didn't even know I had that. Oh my goodness! Right, that is going on. That is definitely going on. So I'm going to grab this. We're going to grab a pair of pliers. I'm going to have to just use these ones because the rest of them are somewhere else because I keep moving from desk to desk all the time. Right, okay, let's get some jump rings out and then let's get this thing put together. once this is together, I'm going to do the top coat of resin, but we need to do that sticker first before I come in and do that. Now I am using 10 mil what do you call them, jump rings for this, because they are quite thick. So there's that one, and then I'm going to come in with the bone, and again that can go on there. Now for the charms, I'm just going to put a little dash hound. Oh, drop everything. There we go. Right, I'm going to put that on right at the top. Okay, and then last but not least, the little paw, like so, and we'll pop that between them. There we go. And there we have it, our little dash hound keyring. How cute! Oh my goodness, that's so cute. So that is done. Right, we don't need these. I think everything else is pinch bills, if I remember rightly. So we could get rid of a few of these. Just double checking. Yeah, that's moved again. Oh. And then I just messed it up. So it did move again. Oh my goodness, Dawn. Why? Why are you so annoying? Okay. There, and push that one down again. Right, okay. Please just dry. I think I'm going to put some resin on the top of them too and put them outside, because, yeah, I can't sit and babysit. Right. Okay, so let's, can I do this without, I don't think I can, without taking my gloves off, but I honestly don't think I can. So gloves are going to have to come off. So I'm just blowing in them to release them, because I don't know if you've wore these, but your hands do get quite sticky, as in sweaty. If I didn't want to say that, because that sounds so gross, but yeah, I find that the longer I wear them, the more they stick. So, and I don't want them inside out, because then I can't reuse them, and I really want to reuse them because gloves are expensive. Okay, there's one off. Oh, just need to use, right. Sorry, blown into it again, because it really does help. Okay. And I'm trying not to use my hands. Oh, I think I've just put a hole in that one. Right, okay. These ones don't have anything on them. It's mainly my thumb and index finger. All this just to save a pair of gloves, honestly. Right, there's one. And then, there we go. Right, okay. So, let's grab the sticker. Like this, and then we're going to just pop this on here. Okay, really smush that in, and then I'm hoping, yeah, it pulls back that edge that isn't, yeah, there we go. I'm just going to sand across that edge where the sticker meets, just so it's nice and done. There. That's all I needed to do without my gloves on, and it took longer taking the gloves off than it did. Yeah. But, as I said, we do need to do a top coat of resin, so I do want to make sure I've got my gloves on for that. Right, so let's pop these nice and even. Okay. Oh, did I want to put a charm on one? I did, didn't I? Before we go any further, what charm would I like to put on? Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Oh, I've got a little gecko. That'd be cute. Right. I'm sure. Oh, I've got a little owl. Do you know what? I don't actually think I want to. Oh, what about Alice? Oh, she looks a bit evil. So maybe not. Got the staff. Oh, I've got a little kitten. Oh, we're going to use the kitten. It seems to be very pet related today. We're going to use the kitten. Right, I'm going to take off this loop. Now, I don't have my trimmers, but if you just move this backwards and forwards, it does break it off for you. So, right, let's put a top coat on of these, and let me grab my little tool. Okay, like this, and just all over, making sure that everywhere I've filed is covered, because it takes away, it just makes it look like new again. Okay, next one. And then I'm going to get these outside and bring the other ones in, and then we'll pop them together. So we'll turn them into keyrings. I think they're going to look gorgeous. Okay. So there's that one, making sure that it looks all clear. And it does. Needs maybe a little bit more because we're pulling away from that edge. So if you start pulling away from the edge, it means you don't have enough on for your top coat. So, right, there we go. And then, now this one is going to end up with a flat back bail on. Okay. So, I'm wondering whether or not to put the flat back bail on while it's in the UV resin on, or to glue it. That is the question. Make sure that yeah, I think we need a little bit more on there because that isn't quite covered. So that should, there we go. Right, okay, and then we're going to go on to this one. Yeah, that's much better. So this one, oh right, I need to turn it around because that hole's at the top. So I don't want it to do it so that I put the cat on upside down because that would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Right, so again, I love that doggy. He's so cute. I've got one of, well, we've got a King Charles. Most of you know that, but if you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. We do have a little lady. She's actually called Lady. She is our house's princess because she gets her own way all the time. But she has this look. Oh my goodness, you should have seen it. She was in one of the director's chairs the other day, living it up. I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, I was making some flowers for my friend's wedding. And yeah, I made a noise and she was not happy with me. The picture of her is so funny. So I'll have to get the picture out and show you because she, oh, side-eyed me. So to say, how dare you mum, move and make a noise while I'm cozy in my chair. So she's currently on the floor at the minute. Okay. Now I'm trying to be quick because I do have sunlight coming into the studio because we've got the doors open with it being a beautiful day. so it does reach the table, so it does start to set. So I do have to, that's why I'm sort of doing one at a time. Okay, and then just, there we go, and then the last one is this one, and then we're going to drop that cat on, and then I'm going to take these outside. So I hope you're enjoying the video. I hope you're enjoying seeing everything come together. I've learned a lot by watching other YouTubers. There's a couple of people that are my inspiration at the minute. There's the Michelle from Glitz and Glitter, and there's Claire from Crafty Corner. There's Pouring Your Heart Out, and oh, I can't remember the other lady. She's here in the UK. She's a Let's Resin ambassador. I want to say her name's Tracy. Is it from Mini Scenes or something? I don't know. But yeah, I've got a couple of people that are really inspiring me and helping me learn more about resin. I mean, I learn a lot anyway from my mistakes, because that's the way that I personally learn, by trying. But yeah, just giving me that edge. So do go, and if you don't know them, I think most of you will already know them. I mean, I'm a teeny tiny channel, so I think if you haven't watched them, highly recommend them. They know what they're talking about. I haven't got a clue. Right, okay, so I'm just gonna, oh, we've gone over the hole on that one, so actually I'm going to use that as a flat back baling, but I'm going to put you on there just like that. Oh, that cat looks gorgeous on there. Right, okay, let's get these outside and then let's bring the other ones in, so it'll be 2 seconds. Now that these are done, we're not going to need the resin. I have taken my gloves off. Now this one underneath it, you can see it's not very good at all. So it's not one that I can sell or do anything with, but I still like it. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would sort of achieve doing that. These molds you can get off BeeBeeCrafts, and I do have a coupon code which I forgot to tell you at the start of the video, so you can get 10% off by using shiny20 in capital letters. So all the information you need is in the description box below, so do check that out. Now what we're going to do with these is I want to put a little screw in them, so I need to get 5 out, because I'm still going to make this one and this one up, but oh, dropping everything. I will probably just keep it on the studio keys actually, because it's not one that I will take to the fair with me, the craft fairs. So I only do the craft fairs with I only do one, and it's more for my daughter. But yeah, now okay, I keep forgetting, I love this thing. Right, so we're just going to start it off. There we go, and I'm going to do it to all of them. Like this, and then this one. Right, okay, so that's them done, and then we're going to get, now I do have a pair of pliers in here, thank goodness, because I always keep them in. We're just going to, where I started that hole, I find that if I don't go all the way in, I don't need glue or anything, because these just go in themselves. There we go, and there's that one ready to be hung. And then we've got this one, and it helps as well because they are still soft. They go really hard in about 48 hours, so my window of opportunity is now to do this. Like I said, this one, it's not the greatest. The rest are perfect, the rest are lovely, but this one is really hasn't gone quite well. Although if you hold it like that, it doesn't look too bad, but if I put it close. Can you see down that side? It's not great. So I am going to keep it for myself. Right, okay, there's that one, and then this one. Now to put a charm on, that is the question, guys. I think it depends on what charms I find, because I think if we've got any more cats or dogs, I think that would be perfect. We could put those charms on. The other thing I could put on is, I suppose, is a tassel. But I don't really want to take away from this, so let me just pop this away because we don't need the drill now. Honestly, since this room got sorted, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I can find everything where I left it. Everything has a home, and it just makes such a difference. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had my whole studio remodeled. Right, we need 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get some more keyrings because I really am running very low on them. On the sturdy ones there we've got. So must order some of those. Now, I thought we could put flowers on. So I'm just going to sort of jump out and have a look to see, because I think it's easier. We need 5 charms if we have them. Got a lion. Well, we could actually have a lion on one of them. Oh, there's 2 lions there. Because they have paws as well, don't they? I don't think a lot of these are sea themed. Oh, I've got a heart. We could have the heart on one. A dinosaur? That would be cool. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I've used all of my paw charms, which is a bit of a shame. Got an elephant. Oh, I've got another dash hound, so let's put him on. So I just need one more. Oh, we've got a cat. Excellent. Right, just double checking, because I've got lions, so I just want to check that there isn't something else more perfect for them. But yeah, definitely gonna have to. This is all the gold charms. I have silver. Oh, there's a cat. Silver charms I've got absolutely loads of. I think I've got like 3 of these, but like I said, gold, we are struggling, so I think I'm gonna need. Oh, there's another cat. Oh, it's a silver cat one. I mean, it doesn't matter, we can mix them up, but oh, there's a dog with a bone. Right, so we don't need the 2 lions. And then I have got a heart one, but I think I'm gonna have the heart one on mine. Right, so let's get rid of these. And I've got a feeling, because yeah, this is what you do. You pour it all over what you're using. Honestly, if I had brains, I'd be dangerous. Do you remember it? Did your mum or dad ever say that to you when you were a kid? If you had brains, you'd be dangerous. I don't know if it was like just from where I lived, or you know, or if it was something that all the sayings that your parents used to say, and they've just, yeah, they've gone. Although I said a few to my my children. I never said if you had brains you'd be dangerous. But oh, there's a little fox. That fox is so cute. Oh, so cute. Right. Oh, there's a spider in there. Don't do spiders. Hate spiders. Right. Okay, so very simply, I do need some jump rings. I'm going to just get 5 of these oval ones out. There we go. Right. And then very simply, we're just going to grab our whatever charm. So we've got a cat. I'm going to stick that on there, and then I'm going to open up this bottom link. Oh, we need, these are really strong, which is nice, which is making me use pliers. So I'm going to put this on there like so. Like I said, you can put tassels, or you can put anything you want on these. And there you go. How cute is that? So that's our first one. And then let's do mine. I'm going to have mine with, as hearts, because it's like love letters, isn't it? That's what I sort of imagined. My husband sending me a love letter. I won't even tell you what he would put in that love letter, because it definitely wouldn't be a love letter. It'd be smut. Okay, let's pop that on there. And then when I've done these, so I'll do the rest off camera. When I've done these, everything else should be done. So I'm really sorry, it is a long one today. I hope you don't mind. I wasn't expecting everything to take like as long as it has. So thank you for spending your time with me. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get these done off camera, and then we'll come back and yeah, we'll finish those ones off. We're all finished. So it's quite a long video. I do apologize. I just hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. So I did turn these two into keyrings, just very, very simple keyrings. So we do have quite a few keyrings actually for this, for today. Right, sorry, just a message, my friend telling me she's okay, so I'm happy. Right, so we have got our shaker keyrings. So we've got 5 of those. This one I'm going to keep because it's definitely not good enough to go. I love this little dash hound. And then we've got the matching shaker one to go with it. So this is everything we've sort of made, and I love these necklaces. I got them off Amazon. No, not Amazon, sorry, eBay. and they just seem to go beautifully with this collection. I've had them for such a long time as well. These are all still drying, but I will pop some ear wires on those, and then we'll put the backs onto them, which will go with these. And then we also have our gorgeous collection here. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing all of these come together. I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.